Now, in this class, let us continue the Food, the Essence of Life chapter and study the food from plant sources and animal sources. The food from plant sources and animal sources. Some of the food that we get from plant sources are rice, sugar, wheat, spices, fruits, chocolate, vegetable, tea and coffee. Sugar is got by sugar cane and sugar beet. When we prepare vegetable curry, we use only the food that we get from the plant sources. When we prepare the vegetable curry, we only use the food that we get from the plant sources. The food that we get from the plant sources are spices, salt, water, and vegetable. Salt is got by the ocean. So when we mix all these plant sources, we get vegetable curry. Now, let us know the food that we get from the animal sources. Now, let us understand what are the food that we get from the animal sources. The food that we get from the animal sources are eggs, mutton or meat, chicken or meat, fish, butter, honey, cheese, yogurt, and milk. Many food items that we eat that we get from plant sources and animal sources have the medicinal property. For example, leaves of tulsi has an antibiotic property and honey has the medicinal property in developing the immunity. Okay? And we get different nutrients from different animal sources and plant sources. For example, from milk we get lipids and proteins and other vitamins. Eggs we get proteins and vitamins. From meat we get proteins, fats and proteins. From fish we get minerals, proteins. From butter we get proteins and fats. From honey we get carbohydrates. From cheese we get proteins and fats. From yogurt we get fat and proteins. From milk we get proteins. From the animal sources also. From rice we get carbohydrates. From sugar we get carbohydrates. From wheat we get carbohydrates. From spices we get calcium and other minerals. From fruits we get carbohydrates. From chocolate we get carbohydrates. From vegetables we get minerals, vitamins and carbohydrates. Tea and coffee acts as a stimulant for our brain. The materials that are available, these are the materials that are available from the plant source and the animal source. And the food from the plant sources can be classified into different types. The food from the plant sources can be classified into different types. They are cereals, pulses, oil seeds, vegetables, green leafy vegetables, and fruits. Some of the examples for the cereals are wheat, barley, rice, maize, oats, and millets. Still, there are more examples for cereals. They are rye, rice, wheat, buckwheat, corn, oats, millets, barley, soya bean. Some of these have the medicinal property too. Oats help in developing of brain, in the working of brain. In the brain there is a liquid To develop that liquid, we need oats. In the oats, we have something called walnut. If we consume the walnut, the working of the brain will be very fast. Next is pulses. Next source of the plant is pulses. The examples of pulses are dry beans, lentils, faba beans, dry peas, chickpeas. I will zoom here. Dry beans, lentils, faba beans, dry peas, chickpeas, cowpeas, bambra beans, pigeon peas, lupins, wedges. I will zoom the older slide also. So you can see the rye here. Which is a cereal. For the examples of cereal are rye, rice, wheat, buckwheat, corn, and oats. These oats are responsible for the proper functioning of brain. In oats there is something called walnut. This walnut helps in the good functioning of brain. And another example for cereal is millet, barley, and soya bean. These are the examples of cereals: wheat, barley, rice, maize, oats, and millets. These are the different types of plant sources. These are the different types of food that we get from the plant sources. The food that we get from the plant sources can be divided into cereals, pulses, oil seeds, vegetables, green leafy vegetables, and fruits. This is the food that we get from the animals: eggs, meat, fish, butter, honey, cheese, yogurt. Yogurt means ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ. ಯೋಗರ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಮೊಸರು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಯೋಗರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಯೋಗರ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. These are all the food materials that we get from the plant sources: tea, rice, sugar, wheat, spices, fruits, chocolates, vegetables, tea, and coffee. Examples of pulses are dry beans, lentils, faba beans, dry peas, chickpeas, cowpeas, bambra beans, pigeon peas, lupins, and wedges. And some of the other examples for pulses. Peanuts is an example for pulses. Rape seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame, palm kernel. Here are the examples for types of vegetables, different types of vegetables. Leafy green, lettuce, spinach, and silver beet are the example for leafy green vegetables. And cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli are the examples for cruciferous vegetables. And pumpkin, cucumber, zucchini is an example for vegetables. And potato, sweet potato, and yam are the examples for the vegetables that we consume from the roots of the plant. And celery and asparagus is the stem of the plant which can be eaten. And onion, garlic, and shallot are the examples for vegetables which are categorized under allium. Onion, garlic and shallot are the examples for vegetables. So now we discuss the different examples for vegetables. So here there are examples for green leafy vegetables. They are kale, microgreens, collard greens, spinach, cabbage, beet greens, watercress, romaine lettuce. Here are the examples for different type of fruits: apples and pears, citrus fruits which are oranges, grapefruits, mandarins and limes, stone fruits which are nectarines, apricots, peaches and plums are the examples for stone fruits. Bananas and mangoes are example for tropical and exotic fruits. Strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, kiwi fruit and passion fruit are the examples for berries. Watermelons, rock melons and honeydew melons are the example for melons. These are all the examples for different type of fruits. Thank you.